That's great. Chào em, Mrs. Ha.
Yes, hello, teacher.
How is your lesson going?
Yes, still going.
Okay, good.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anything I need to know before the lesson starts?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah,
Okay. Come in, Mrs. Ha.
thank you, teacher.
I'll talk to you after the lesson.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Nok Ling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Nok Ling?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. What did you do yesterday, Nok Ling?
Yesterday I'm go to school.
I went to school. Remember, past tense. I went to school. Yeah, so you went to school. What time do you start school on Saturday?
I started at 12 a.m.
12 a.m.
Yes.
I don't think you start at 12 a.m. That is the same as midnight.
Oh, 12 p.m.
Okay, 12 p.m. Good. And how long do you go to school for?
I go to school for um nearly 5 hours.
Okay, all right. So you must be a little bit tired today. Are you tired?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Yeah, very busy. Okay, nice to see you again, Nok Ling. Ding Ming Chao Gon. Ding Ming, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, teacher.
How are you, Ding Ming?
I'm fine.
Good, good. Pleased to hear it. Ha Ling Chao Gon.
Okay,
How are you, darling?
I'm good.
Good. And Ledok Ang.
Yes, hello. Yeah.
Fong Ledok Ang, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good. Okay, I think we have everyone now. Okay, so we will get started. Welcome to class, everyone. Great to see you all again. Hope you're not too tired. I hope you enjoy today's class. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be continuing with how to write. Well, I was going to say writing task two. Too many writings. We will continue with our work on writing task two. But first, we're going to do some speaking. So I'm going to share on screen with you shortly the answers and the questions to some part one questions. We will look at the answers and then I will get you to practice the same questions. Before we start, does anyone have any question for me? Okay. All right, you should all be able to see the screen. Exciting activities. Exciting activities. Okay. Fong Ledok Ang.
Yes.
Okay. Can you please read for me the first two sentences? Have you ever tried any exciting activities? Please read the next two sentences.
Yes, I have tried several exciting activities over the years. One memorable experience was going skydiving, which was an exhilarating and adrenaline-filled adventure.
Okay, pretty good. Fong Ledok Ang. So there'll be some words there that maybe you're not sure about. So the first word here, skydiving. Skydiving. Skydiving is the name of the sport where you jump out of an aeroplane with your parachute. It's called skydiving in English. So it is pronounced diving, not diving. These next two are adjectives. Exhilarating. Phong le dok ang. Can you say exhilarating for me, please?
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating. Yeah. The H is silent. Okay. It is a silent H. So it's just pronounced exhilarating. Exhilarating. Do you know what it means, Phong le dok ang? It means very exciting. Something which is exhilarating just means very exciting. It's another good adjective to add to your list of words, your vocabulary list. Exhilarating means very, very exciting. Something which is exhilarating. And this one here, adrenaline filled. Again, it is an adjective phrase. Adrenaline filled. Adrenaline. Adrenaline is a hormone that is created in your body when something either exciting or terrifying happens.
Stimulating.
Adrenaline is created by your body. It is a hormone that enables you to react very quickly. If you were being chased by a tiger or a snake, your body would very quickly create adrenaline to help you move more quickly. Adrenaline. Can you say the word, please, Phong le dok ang? Adrenaline. Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Good. Adrenaline. Not sure. I think it's a hormone. Might be an enzyme. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay. So, an exhilarating and adrenaline-filled adventure, okay, is one which is very exciting. Exhilarating and adrenaline-filled. All that means was they went on a very exciting adventure. Okay. Ha Ling. Ha Ling.
Yes.
Okay. Can you please read the next sentence for me?
I've also tried bungee jumping, zip lining through the forest canopy, and scuba diving in exotic locations.
Good. Okay. Every word correct, Ha Ling, except for this one. It's pronounced bungee with a soft G sound. Okay. Bungee. Bungee. Bungee jumping. A bungee, I'm sure you have them in Vietnam. They are an elastic cord you can stretch, okay, to help tie things, maybe on your motorcycle. Do you have any bungee cords, Ha Ling?
I don't think so.
Okay,
The
it's a
first
sort of,
time I saw this word.
yeah, it's a cord. It has a hook at each end, and you can stretch it, okay, to tie things onto things like your motorcycle or tie things together. It has many different uses. Bungee jumping, everyone. Maybe you've seen this on TV. Okay, bungee jumping is where people tie an elastic cord around their ankles and then they jump off a very high building or a bridge. Okay, and then when they get to the end of the cord, because it's made of rubber, they bounce up and down. Ha Ling, have you ever seen this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, that bungee jumping, yeah. Are there any bungee jumping places in Hanoi? Do you know?
Maybe no, because Hanoi is, we don't have any place like
that.
yeah.
Okay, maybe there are some in some other parts of Vietnam. Bungee jumping. Okay, and this one, okay, you know what zip lining is, scuba diving, okay, the forest canopy, okay, canopy is a type of roof, okay, and it's used to this when you use forest canopy, it just means you have a lot of trees over your head. Ha Ling, does that make sense?
Yes.
It's like you are going through the forest and the trees are so many, okay, that they kind of make a roof of leaves and branches over your head. Okay, it's called the forest canopy. Just means a lot of trees and branches and leaves high above you, like a roof. Okay, and this final word here, exotic. It's an adjective, exotic. It means strange and different but interesting. Strange and different but interesting. For example, for many people, somewhere like Africa would be an exotic location, a strange, interesting, and different place. India, I think, is an exotic location. Vietnam, for many Western people, Vietnam is an exotic location. Just means different and strange, but interesting. Okay, not scary. Different and strange, but very interesting. Okay, thank you, Harling. Ding Ming.
Yes, teacher.
Ding Ming, can you read the next sentence, please?
Yes, closest to home. I enjoy hiking in natural reserves and exploring new shows. Uh, which always brings a sense of ex uh, excite excitement
Yeah.
and discovery.
Okay, good try. All right, so looking at some of these, nature reserves is just a synonym for park, a park, okay? But it's like a big park that is quite wild. So maybe a lot of big trees, jungle even. So a nature reserve is just a synonym for a very big park, very big park. Okay, new trails. Trails is another word for path, but a path through the forest. A path through the forest is also known as a trail or a track. A trail or a track. Just another word for a path through the forest. A sense of excitement. Can you say this word, please, Ding Ming? Excitement. Excitement.
Excitement.
Good. Excitement. The C is pronounced like an S in this word, of course. Excitement. Excitement. Excite is the verb. Okay? Excitement is an abstract noun. A sense of excitement just means a feeling of being excited. A sense of excitement means exactly the same. A sense just means a feeling of being excited. Okay, thank you, Ding Ming. Nok Ling.
Yes.
The next sentence, please, Nok Ling.
Additionally, I have participated in adventure sports like rock climbing and whitewater rafting, which provide thrilling and unforgettable experience.
Good. Okay, so that was good. Participated, in case everyone's not sure, participated just means I did. D-I-D. I did or took part in. Participated, just a slightly more formal way of saying I did adventure sports or I took part in adventure sports. Participated. White water rafting, again, I'm sure you've maybe seen this online or in movies. It was when you go down a river that the water is very rough, a lot of waves, and people sometimes go down these rivers in rafts, which is a sort of big boat, usually made of rubber. White water rafting. Okay, white water rafting. It's called white water rafting because the river water because it's so rough, it's often white, not blue. And of course, these are two more adjectives, thrilling and unforgettable. Thrilling, and this one here, exhilarating, mean the same. So they are synonyms. Exhilarating and thrilling are both other ways of saying very, very exciting. Okay, and the last sentence. Huang Ang. Huang Ang.
Alright. Overall, I'm always open to trying new and exciting activities that push my boundaries and create lasting memories.
Good. Okay. Push my boundaries is a collocation. It means do things that I am not comfortable with. Okay. Your boundary is a word that means the edge of something. Boundary means the edge of something. So you push against the edge of maybe your fear, or you push against the edge of what you are comfortable with. Okay, exciting activities can push your boundaries, means that makes you go beyond what you are comfortable with. Does that make sense, Huang Ang?
Yes.
Okay, to push your boundaries means you are trying things that maybe seem a bit uncomfortable to you at first, maybe make you a bit scared, but they are also exciting. Pushing your boundaries means doing things that are not normal for you. Maybe like climbing up a high mountain, okay, or going diving under the sea might push your boundaries. Things that make you feel a bit uncomfortable, a bit scared, but nevertheless are exciting. Okay, so I'm going to ask some of you these questions now. Nok Ling. Oh, sorry, Nok Ling, already talked to you. Leduk Ang. Leduk Ang.
Yes.
Leduk Ang. Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
I tried exciting. Wait. What is it called?
So remember, I just want 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, for these answers, everyone, I want 2 or 3 sentences for an answer.
Glider. I've tried glider.
Okay,
Yeah.
you tried gliding. Okay, so start again, please. Leduk Ang, start your answer again. Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
Yes, I have tried some of exciting activity over the year.
Mm-hmm.
One memorable experience that I was going gliding at Halong.
Great. That's good. That's good. 2 good sentences. Leduk Ang. Yes, I've tried some exciting experiences over the year. One memorable experience was going gliding at Halong. That's good. Good sentence, Leduk Ang. Viet Tien.
Yes.
Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
No, I haven't tried any exciting activities. I think is because when I want to, my parents are too busy to bring me, and the second is they worried for my safetyness.
Okay, good answer. Remember, even if you answer no to a question like this, you still must have some reasons why. Okay, so just one word, Viet Tien, that was wrong. Your parents don't have time to take you, not bring you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bring is when something comes to you. When they take you means you go somewhere. You go out somewhere. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Viet Tien? Okay. So, for example, your mother might bring you a cup of tea, something that comes to you. Okay. But she might take you to a cafe, means you go out. That is the difference. Thank you, Viet Tien.
Yeah.
Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
No, I never trying any exciting activities because like I'm kind of scared of height and something scary. But I try my best to doing some adventure sport like rock climbing and whitewater rafting. And I have to admit it's very fun, although I'm not doing good too very well.
Okay, good. So if you do, again, if you answer no to this question, you can say what you would like to try, maybe in the future. So you can say, no, I've never tried any exciting activities, but one day I would like to try skydiving or whitewater rafting. I think that would be a very thrilling adventure. Does that make sense, Chung Hu? That is the sort of answer you can give.
Yeah.
Okay, good, Chung Hu. Thank you. Okay, next question. I'll go past this one. And we're going to go down to this one. Would you like to try scuba diving and bungee jumping? Viet Tien.
Yes.
Can you please read the first sentence for me?
Scuba diving and bungee jumping both sound thrilling.
Good. Both sound thrilling. What does thrilling mean, Viet Tien?
Thrilling means very exciting.
Correct. Very good, Viet Tien. Excellent. Thrilling means very exciting or exhilarating. This word up here, a new word maybe for some of you that we've just learned, exhilarating. Okay, exhilarating, thrilling, very exciting. Okay, next sentence. Ledok ang.
Yes,
Can you read the next sentence, please?
scuba driving. Scuba diving would let me explore the ocean wonder, encountering marine life and coral reefs.
Great. Scuba diving, encountering, just means finding. Encountering. It is a synonym for finding. Again, just slightly more formal. Okay? Probably easiest to use finding in conversation. Encountering is more a written word. Finding is what encountering means. Okay? Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Can you please read this sentence for me?
Bungee jumping offers a heart-pounding free-fall experience. Leaping from a high platform and feeling the exhilaration after fall. I love to try both of the adrenaline, adren, adrenaline rush and the unforgettable experience they promise.
Okay, pretty good, Chang Hu. Again, just this word, adrenaline. Can you say that, please, Chang Hu? Adrenaline. Adrenaline. One more time, Chang Hu. Adrenaline. Good. Adrenaline. As I said before, adrenaline is a hormone or an enzyme that your body makes when you either get very excited or very scared. It helps you react faster, helps you move more quickly. Okay? Usually, if, like I say, you are in danger or you are excited, your body makes adrenaline to prepare it to either run away or prepare your body to fight. Adrenaline. Okay. And here's this word again, exhilaration, which means thrilling or exciting. Heart pounding is an adjectival phrase, Heart pounding just means your heart beats faster when you get excited or scared. Makes your heart beat faster. Heart pounding. Pounding just means to beat, like this. This is pounding. Okay. Thank you for those readings. Huang Ang.
Yes.
Okay, time for some questions. Huang Ang, would you like to try scuba diving or bungee jumping?
About the scuba diving, I would always want the opportunity to try it because I watch it a lot of it, when I was a child, so I want to see myself about the biodiversity in it and about the bungee jumping. As long as the rubber rope is steady, I would always love to try it.
Okay, very good. Good answer, Huang An. Good English. Very good. Yeah, a bungee cord. That was a good definition too, Huang An. A bungee cord, okay, is just like a rubber rope, for those of you who are not sure. All right. Nok Ling,
Yes.
would you like to try scuba diving or bungee jumping?
Actually, I think scuba diving and bungee jumping are interesting. If I had a chance, I definitely will try it. But now, my parents don't want me to do it because they think it's extremely dangerous and I'm not old enough to do it.
Okay, good. Good English, Nok Ling. Good English. Again, because scuba diving and bungee jumping are a little bit dangerous, okay, and are adventure sports, you would probably use a different adjective than interesting, okay? They are better than interesting. Does that
Yes.
make sense, Knockling? So
Yeah.
what adjective could you use? Instead of interesting, you could say scuba diving and bungee jumping are what?
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating, good. Exhilarating, exciting, thrilling, any of those, okay? But
Yes.
interesting is a bit too soft of an adjective to use for these, okay? Going a movie or a book might be interesting, okay? But bungee jumping is more than interesting. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Bungee jumping would be really exciting. I've done bungee jumping once, many years ago. It was very exhilarating, very thrilling, very scary, very scary. But I survived. Okay, Ding Ming,
Yes, teacher.
would you like to try scuba diving or bungee jumping?
Yes, I'm really like to try scuba diving and bungee jumping, and I feel I'm very lucky because I have tried the both activity. First is scuba diving. When I scuba diving in Phuket, I have saw many uh I have saw many coral reef, and it's so beautiful. And in last summer, I have tried bungee jumping, and it's very dangerous, but it's very exciting and magnificent. And I'm really like to try uh scuba diving and bungee jumping again. Yes.
Okay, very good, Ding Ming. I'm glad you have tried those. Okay, very exciting. Okay, and just careful with your pronunciation. So it's scuba diving. Diving, Ding Ming. Can you
Yes,
say diving?
diving. Yes,
Yeah,
diving.
no,
Yes.
not driving.
Yes.
Okay. Driving is what you do with your car, a car, okay?
Yes.
Diving is different, okay? And again, just magnificent. Magnificent is not quite the right adjective, okay? Magnificent really means beautiful. Okay, so if you're talking about something like scuba diving and bungee jumping, they're not really beautiful, are they? They're exciting, like you said. Okay, they are thrilling. Okay, they are exhilarating.
Yes.
That word we just used. Okay, but magnificent, not quite the right adjective. Okay,
Yes.
magnificent again just means beautiful. So you could talk about a magnificent sunset, for example.
Yes.
Okay, or you go outside and you can say the sky is magnificent, very beautiful. Okay, because maybe it's very blue. All right,
Mhm.
but not for describing things like bungee jumping and scuba diving. But that's good, Ding Ming. Great. Ha Ling,
Yes.
would you like to try scuba diving or bungee jumping?
I don't think so. I'm more interested in exploring the natural beauty and cultural richness. And on the other hand, scuba diving and bungee jumping are too risky. I am very weak mentally. I'm afraid that I will faint when I'm playing these two games.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry to hear that, Harley. Okay. So both of them, they are not games. Okay. Games is something like basketball or football or badminton. All right. You would describe them as sports. Okay, Harley?
Yeah.
They are sports, not games. Like I say, games is something like badminton or table tennis or basketball, but these are sports or adventure activities is another way you could describe them. Okay, and the last one of these, Fong Le Dok Ang.
Yes.
Would you like to try scuba diving and bungee jumping?
For me, I would try scuba diving. I always have curious about the ocean, and I feel it's fascinating when I see a colorful coral.
Okay, very good. Colorful coral, that's great. Fong Le Dok Ang. Good. Good use, good collocation. Okay, good use of adjective. That's great. Okay, we'll do one more of these before we go on to our writing for this afternoon. Okay. We will do this one. All right. Do you think news is easier to read online than in the newspapers? All right, we'll just look at some of the words here. Ha Ling,
Yes.
can you please read the first sentence?
I think news can be easier to read online than in newspaper because online platforms offer features like search functions, hyperlinks, and multimedia content that can enhance understanding and engagement.
Okay, great reading, Ha Ling. Do you know what this word means? Enhance. Enhance. Do you know what it means, Ha Ling?
Mm,
It means improve. Improve. Okay? Just a synonym which means improve. Improve. So enhance and improve mean the same thing. Enhance is more formal. Enhance means to improve or make better. Make it better. Okay? Maybe I can use it in a sentence, maybe adding sauce to your banh mi enhances the flavor. Does that make sense, Harling?
yes.
Okay, just means to improve. If you enhance something, you improve it. Fung le dok ang.
Yes.
Next sentence, please.
Additionally, online news can be accessed at anytime and anywhere, providing convenience and immediacy.
Okay, just this word here, immediacy. Can you say that, please? Immediacy.
Immediacy.
Immediacy. Immediacy. One more time.
Immediacy.
Good. Immediacy. Immediacy. Can you say that again, please?
Immediacy.
Good. Immediacy. Immediacy just means right now. Okay? Right now. Something that happens right now is immediate. Immediacy means things that happen right away. They happen right now. Okay? Convenience, something, I think you all know what convenience is because you know what a convenience store is. Okay? Convenience, something that is very useful is convenient. All right. And one or more of these sentences. Ding Ming. Ding Ming.
Yes.
Last sentence, please.
Yes. However, some people still perfect uh tactile
Oh,
tactiles.
yeah, keep going, keep going.
Yes. Experience of reading a physical newspaper and online news sources may sometimes be uh overwhelmed with distraction or unreliable information
Okay.
information. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ding Ming. That's pretty good. So here is a word I'm sure might be new to most of you. Tactile. It's pronounced tactile. Can you pronounce that, please, Ding Ming? Tactile.
Tactile.
Good. Tactile means to touch. Something that is tactile means you can touch it. You can touch it. So what this sentence means, some people still prefer the tactile experience of reading a physical newspaper. Okay? In other words, people like touching the newspaper, turning the pages. Okay? Instead of looking at something online where you can't really touch it. Okay? When you see something online, you look at it, but you don't touch it. When you read a book or a newspaper or a magazine, you can touch it and you can feel the pages. I'm sure you know sometimes the pages in different magazines, some of them can be glossy or shiny. Some of them can feel smooth to touch, and some people enjoy the feeling of the page. Does that make sense, Ding Ming?
Yes.
Okay, some people enjoy reading a book or a paper because they can touch it. Okay, they can pick it up. They can turn the pages. Some people like that better than reading something on a screen. Okay, so that is what a tactile experience is. A tactile experience just means something you can touch. Something you can touch. And physical in this case physical just means like a real newspaper, not an online newspaper. A physical newspaper, something you can pick up and open. All right, and just another couple of words here. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Can you say the word, please, Ding Ming? Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, okay? Just means something that is too much for you. If you are overwhelmed by something, you have too much of something. For example, Ding Wing, you might be overwhelmed with homework. Okay? Means too much homework. I am overwhelmed with homework. Or you could be, if you watch a really sad movie, you could be overwhelmed with emotion. Okay? Means too much. Overwhelmed just means too much of something. And the last one here, Ding Ming, unreliable. Unreliable. Do you know what that means?
Yes. Unreliable.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
does it mean?
It's not it's
Not
not reliable.
correct, not reliable, or maybe
Yes.
not, you can't trust it. Something that is unreliable is you can't trust it. Does that make sense, Ding Ming?
No, I
Trust.
understand.
Yeah, good. So
Yes.
something that is unreliable, you can't trust it. Okay, you can't depend on it.
Yes.
All right, it's not true, maybe. Okay, thank you, Ding Ming. All right, Huang Ang,
Yes.
I ask you this question. Do you think news is easier to read online than in newspapers?
Honestly, I think news is easier to read online because you can have access to a variety of informations. But although you will caught like the bad informations if you don't classify it well. But I think it's still a good source of information though.
Okay, good. Good English, Huang Ang. Ngoc Ling,
Yes.
do you think news is easier to read online than in the newspaper?
For my semester, I love reading newspaper because I can touch it and feel the smooth of the surface of paper. But I think depends on preference and priority. People will choose the thing that they like, they more like.
Give me the last sentence again. Nochling sounded a little confused.
Um,
What was your
I
last sentence
think
again? Choose some different words, Nochling. You
the
think
choose.
that people who
I think people can have a choose depends on their preference and priorities.
okay, you say you would just say people can choose either. People can choose either depending on their preference and priorities. Does that make sense? I just changed a
Yes,
couple of your words. People can choose either to read news online or in the newspaper depending on their preference or priorities. Okay, Nockling?
yes.
Okay, you almost had it correct. Almost. Ledok Ang,
Yes, yes.
do you think news is easier to read online than in the newspaper?
I think the news to read online is easier than the newspaper because since online since websites like Báo Mới and any other uh any other news website, they have an immediate something update. Yeah, they have an
Good. Yeah.
update, and the newspaper is like it would take time to convert to um page. I mean paper convert to paper and deliver to our house.
Okay. Good
So
reasons, Ledok Ang. Very good. And good English.
so
So online, okay, is much quicker to update. Online, that was good use of the word. Online is much quicker to update, and it takes time to print the newspaper, is the word you want. Okay, Ledokang? Okay, it takes a long
yes,
time
yes.
to print the newspaper and deliver it to my house. Good. Viet Tien,
Yes,
do you think news is easier to read online than in the newspaper?
I think news can be easier to read online because when you read news online, uh, the page and the letters is clearer for you to see, and when you want to read it again in later time, it will still be there and won't be outline newspaper when it be print on paper.
Okay, very good English. That's great. Viet Tien. Chung Hu,
Yeah, teacher. Sorry, I
do,
was lagging a bit.
okay, that's all right. Do you think news is easier to read online or in the newspaper, Chung Hu?
Um, I think reading news on newspaper is easier than online because most of people nowadays still actually prefer the tough time experience of reading a physical paper and on and online news may sometimes um of reading a physical paper. Online news, however, may sometimes overwhelm them with distractions or unreliable information.
Okay, very good use of vocabulary from the answer, Chung Hu. That's great. I'm glad you are using the new words correctly. That's good. Okay, and one last question. Haling.
Yes.
What does tactile mean? Can you remember? Tactile.
What?
This word here, haling.
Sorry, I can see the screen now. Can you say it again? Maybe my
Okay.
internet is not work.
Okay, tactile. Can you see your screen now?
Yes, I think
Yeah, what does it mean? Can you remember? I said before what it means. What does tactile mean?
it's
Do you
like
know?
physical. It's
Close. Tactile, everyone, means you can touch it.
yeah.
Okay, Harling? Tactile. Okay, little bit of an unusual word. Okay, if you don't remember this word, don't worry. It's not so important. It's not so common, but that's what it means. If you ever see it, if something is tactile, means you can touch it. You can touch it. That's all it means. Tactile. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. That was good speaking from all of you. Okay. And I hope you have made a note of the new vocabulary, especially the adjectives like exhilarating, ledok ang.
Yes, it's
What
something
do,
very
what,
exciting.
yeah, good, excellent. What does thrilling mean? Fung ledok ang,
Mm,
thrilling.
Scary.
Scary or exciting. Okay,
Mm,
probably exciting is better. Okay, scary is something thrilling can be scary, but it is more exciting than scary. Okay, but thrilling, exhilarating, and exciting. Okay, they are great adjectives to know. Okay, are there any questions before we leave the speaking for this afternoon? Okay. All right. For the rest of the lesson, now we're going to do the writing. Now, these are the introductions that you all wrote last week, and I think I've checked them all with you for this essay topic. Okay? Some people believe reading books is more beneficial for children than watching YouTube. Okay? So, what you had to do for the introduction was do the paraphrase. All right. Give me an advantage of reading books and a disadvantage of YouTube, and also your own opinion. I think everyone has done this correctly. Yes. So some people haven't done an opinion. Okay. So can we continue with this now, please? All right. So you can see here it says also give your own opinion. Not every essay question will ask you this, but if it does, it's best to give your opinion in the introduction. So I'm going to share the link with you now so you can all write one sentence giving your opinion. Just before I share the link, Knockling.
Yes.
What words would you use to start the sentence where you give your opinion? What three words do you use to start the sentence?
In my opinion, or
Correct.
from my
Correct. That's all.
understanding.
That's all, Knockling. Thank you. That's all. As Knockling just said, in my opinion are the three words that you always use when you are asked to give an opinion. In my opinion. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to remember. If someone asks you your opinion, you just say or write, in my opinion. In my opinion. That's how you start the sentence. Okay, so I'm going to share the link with you now, just in case some of you don't have it. I'm going to put the link in chat. Okay, so can you please give me one sentence, okay, starting with, in my opinion, and give your opinion on whether you think reading books is better for children than watching YouTube. What do you think? Is reading books better for children than watching YouTube, or is YouTube better? And remember, with all these opinion questions, there is no right or wrong answer. I don't mind, and the examiner doesn't mind what your opinion is, as long as you write correct English. So there is no right or wrong answer. You can choose either reading books or watching YouTube. Up to you. What do you think? So please write your opinion sentence now. Le duc ang. Le duc ang. Oi. Viet Tien.
Yes.
Okay, Viet Tien, do you know what I want you to do?
You want me to give my opinion?
Yes, I want you to write your opinion. Okay, so the next sentence you will write, okay, at the this is following on from what you wrote last week, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so write your opinion, one sentence. Okay, and do you remember what words you used to start the sentence?
In my opinion.
Correct. Okay, thank you, Tian. So please write it now. And Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please write your opinion sentence, Chung Hu?
Yeah.
And same for you, Ding Ming.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
teacher.
All right. And Knockling. Knockling. Can you hear me, Knockling?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it looks like your picture is frozen. So I know you weren't here, Knockling. Okay? So you will just have to catch up a little bit. So
Yes,
do you know
I can
do you
hear
know
you.
what to do, Knockling? Sorry, Knockling, I think your internet is a little bit frozen. So I want you to do a paraphrase, Knockling. Okay? Then give me an advantage of reading books, a disadvantage of looking at YouTube, and what your opinion is. Is it better to read books for children or to watch YouTube? Okay, Quang Ming, chào con.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Quang Ming?
I'm good.
Good.
Sorry for
Sorry,
late.
I didn't
Uh,
realize you'd joined the
I
class.
forgot
Okay,
about the schedule.
okay, don't worry. Just looking at how so you can say in my opinion is the easiest one to remember. Okay, Quang Ming?
Yeah.
But if you are going to use this phrase, it has to be from my perspective. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either in my opinion or from my perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just need to change this. Now, for those of you who have already written your opinion, okay, I want you to go on to body paragraph number 1. Now, body paragraph number 1, the first sentence, you take the reason, the advantage, the benefit of reading books that you used in your introduction, and you make that the first sentence of body paragraph 1. Okay, so for example, Huang Ang.
Yes.
Okay, Huang Ang. So the first sentence of your body paragraph 1 is going to be this, okay?
Oh, I understand.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so this, you can write the same thing. Okay, for this exercise, you can write exactly the same thing. So you just make this the first sentence of your first body paragraph, okay? But then you need to give me 2 explanation sentences and an example. Okay, so for example, Huang Ang, you say when you read books, you can gather a lot of information so that your knowledge can be increased. Huang Ang, explain that to me, Huang Ang. Why? Why is this?
I think a book has a variety of content that can expand your knowledge.
Good. Okay, so there is one sentence. There is one explanation sentence, Huang Ang. Very good. What is another one? What else can you say?
Um, hmm.
And you think of something?
That's the only thing I can think of now.
Okay, let me give you a suggestion. When you read books, okay, when you read, I'm trying to think how to put this into a sentence. When you read books, you can, if you are not sure of what the sentence means, it's easy to go and repeat it again until you understand what the words mean. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, so in other words, if, when you read a book, as you say, so your first explanation sentence might be something like, books are full of useful information that you can learn. If you don't understand the information, you can read it again and look up some of the words so that you understand the information. And then you need an example. So, for example, when I read a book, okay, I often learn new words and vocabulary. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that is your paragraph. So, like I say, this is the first sentence. of your next paragraph, then you have to explain this a bit more. When you read books, you gather a lot of information. Okay, why is that? Why is that? All right, how does your knowledge increase? All right, that is what you need to explain. How does your knowledge increase? And give an example. I hope I've explained that simply enough, Wang Ang. Please tell me if I didn't. Okay, Phung Duk Ang.
Yes.
Okay, is this your opinion sentence? This one here? Okay, so remember you need to start with in my opinion. Okay, is better than if you asked me. Okay, Phung Duk Ang? Okay, better to say in my opinion. Okay, then it is clear. Okay, that this is your opinion sentence. Okay, Phung Duk Ang?
Yeah.
Okay, in my opinion, I think I prefer reading books than watching YouTube. Okay, that's fine. So this now becomes the first sentence of your body paragraph number 1. Okay? So you need to repeat this sentence again to start your next paragraph. Okay, Phung Duk Ang, do you understand me so far? All right. Then you need 2 sentences explaining what you mean. When children read books, they explore a variety of new knowledge. Okay. What do you mean by that? Okay. Then your next sentence would be, how do books improve children's imagination? Just one sentence. How do books improve children's imagination?
I think in the book, the narrator would be pay attention how to write it to stimulate
Okay.
person.
Okay, this is very good, Phung Duk Ang. Okay, good. So just write that down. All right? Write that down. But this is your first sentence. Okay? So all you need to do is write this sentence again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Kwang Ming.
Yes.
Okay, Kwang Ming. This is pretty good, Kwang Ming. All
Yeah.
right. But you can make it a little bit simpler. All right, for this exercise. All right. So this is fine. This is your introduction sentence. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Same as this. All right. Means the same thing. All right. So you remember you only need two explanation sentences.
Yeah.
All right. So you have one here. Okay. So YouTube can widen your knowledge. You know, it has programs like National Geography and Discovery that educate children about wildlife and nature. All right. However, watching YouTube through misleading information. All right. Now, all you need to do now is just give me an example sentence. So this next sentence needs to be an example sentence. How do you begin an example sentence, Kwang Ming? What words do you use?
For instance, or for example.
Perfect, Kwang Ming. Good. Kwang Ming, you're doing fine with this. So you need to put that here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, for instance or for example, and just give some example you can think of maybe some negative content, all right,
Yeah.
that you have seen. So that goes here, and that is the end of that paragraph, Kwang Ming. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then for your next paragraph, okay,
Yeah.
you use this sentence to start, and then do the
Yes.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, Kwang Ming? Does that make sense?
Yes. Thanks.
Okay, good. Okay, Leduk Ang.
Yes.
Okay, so in my opinion, okay, all right. So for the moment, Leduk Ang, you don't need this. Okay, your example. All right, you can use this later. But at the
Okay.
moment, this is all you need for your introduction. Okay, so your paraphrase, okay, your reason about YouTube, your reason about books, and your opinion. Okay, great. So the next thing to do, all right, is you use this as the first sentence, okay, of your next paragraph. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then you need to explain, have two sentences explaining, and then you use your example.
Two sentence of explain.
Does that make sense, Ledok Ang?
So I have to write another sentence to
Okay,
explain.
can you see the structure here? I've moved up the page. Can you see the structure?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so here is where you put in your first sentence, all right? The same sentence you used in your introduction. Okay,
Yes.
then you need two sentences explaining what you mean. Okay,
Oh,
just
okay.
okay, then you use your example, all right?
Okay.
All right, and then the same for the next paragraph. Okay, then you talk about YouTube and you explain what you mean. You know, for example, what did you say?
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
you did it the other way around. Okay, that's fine. So you can say YouTube can have bad content, shows misleading information. Okay, some of this bad content is not good for children because, all right, because
So,
it shows them things that are not true and things that could maybe scare them. All right.
yes.
So does that make sense? You are explaining why bad content on YouTube is not good for children.
Yes, yes.
And then you give an example. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Okay, Viet Tien.
Yes.
Okay, Viet Tien. So you need to start a new paragraph after your opinion sentence. Okay? All
Okay.
right. So this should be a new paragraph. Yeah. So remember your introduction, all you need is your paraphrase, okay? Your sentences about books and YouTube and your opinion, okay? That's all you need in your first paragraph. All right. So this should be the first sentence of this paragraph.
Yes.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then you give two sentences of explanation. So you don't write about YouTube until your second paragraph. So
Okay.
this paragraph should just be about why books is good. Okay?
Yes.
and an example. Then in your next paragraph, you write about why YouTube is bad. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm trying to teach you is the structure of the essay. So this one paragraph, this is just about books, okay? Next paragraph is about YouTube. Okay, you don't need to mix them up. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Keep going. Harling.
Yes.
Okay, Harling, this is not bad. Just need one more explanation sentence though.
Okay.
So, reading books can improve young people's imagination. That's great. You use the sentence. Exactly correct, Harling. That's great. Okay? This is your first explanation sentence. When children read books, they'll be exposed to many new words, creating curiosity and forming imagination. Okay? Another explanation sentence. Please, Harling. Okay?
Mhm.
For example, I'll help you. Just like you've said here, books will help children get trends. In fact, you've actually already done it. I'll just take out this bit. Okay, I will keep that because that's a good sentence too. So what you need now is an example, Harling. Okay, and by example, okay, I mean a real example. Can you think of a book, Harling, you have read, sorry, okay, that gives you a chance to use your imagination? Harling?
Let me think.
Okay. What's a book you've read recently? What about Harry Potter?
Um, I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter.
Okay. What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy?
Like it's stories. Um, I I know its name in Vietnamese, and I think how to translate for you.
Okay. All right. Remember, you don't have to translate exactly for this. What is the book about? What is it about?
It's like adventures of a cricket.
Okay. For example, an adventure book I read took me to different worlds and different places. I felt like I was going on an adventure with the characters. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, you use an example that you have read yourself. All right, and just describe what it did for you in one sentence. So you use the words, of course, for example or for instance. For instance, a book I read about three kids going on an adventure made me feel like I was going with them. Okay, Harling?
Yes.
Okay, so that is an example of how books um, how books can make you imagine new places. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Very simple.
Okay, teacher.
Good. Any question, Harling, about that?
No.
Okay, that's what you do. And then you do the same thing in the next paragraph, but for YouTube. Okay, Ding Ming.
Yes, teacher.
All right, Ding Ming. You are writing a lot. This is good, Ding Ming. I'm glad to see you writing so well. So, but I need to change your structure, Ding Ming. So, can you see what I have highlighted?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. So this is your paraphrase. That's good. Okay, then you've got reading books is better. All right. So now in your introduction, you need a sentence about why YouTube is bad. Okay.
Yes.
So just take something from this. I'll help you, Ding Ming, just to show you how the structure works.
Yes.
YouTube helps people learn. Okay. But okay, Ding Ming.
Yes.
So you need, for the structure in the introduction, you need one sentence about why books are good. You need one sentence about why YouTube is bad.
Yes.
Okay. And then which one do you think is better? Is reading books better or watching YouTube better, Ding Ming?
Reading
For
book
children. For children.
with children, reading book is better.
Okay, good. So you have to say this. Okay.
Yes.
Please finish that sentence, Ding Ming. Finish the sentence.
Yes. In my opinion,
Yeah.
reading book is better. Is better
Is better for children
than
than YouTube.
YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, just like that. Okay, very simple. Okay, now that introduction is correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you must have your opinion as the last sentence in your introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
So next, all right, your first sentence. Your first sentence here should be the same as this. Okay, same idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exactly the same words, but it should be the same idea.
Yeah.
So we can say, firstly, reading books helps children develop.
Yeah. Develop.
Yeah. What do you say? Many good skills. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Now we need two explanation sentences. Okay. When children read.
Read book. Yeah.
Yeah. When children read books.
Yeah. And they will read.
They can learn. Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of new. Okay.
Yeah.
Things. Okay. And then your next sentence, also an explanation. Besides, reading books helps children reduce stress. Good. Okay, so you have your sentence here, which is the same as the one from your introduction. Ding Ming. Now you have two sentences explaining that. Okay.
Yes.
Reading books helps children learn, and reading books helps reduce stress.
Yes. And
Okay.
two
Example. Needs to be an example. For example. After long days learning, young people can read a storybook like Doraemon to help them what?
Have them fun.
I'm thinking of a word begins with
Happy.
R. R.
Or re, re- release.
One more letter. One more letter.
Relax.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you have a perfect paragraph, Ding Ming. Okay. So
Yeah.
you have your idea. Okay. Reading books help children develop good skills. Okay. You have two explanation sentences. Okay. When children read books, they learn new things. Reading books help children reduce stress. For example, okay, reading a book like Doraemon helps them relax. Okay, just like that. So you need to do the same thing now with your paragraph about YouTube. All right. So up here, you've got YouTube can make children lazy and damage their eyes. Why? That's what you have to write about now.
Yes, because YouTube have many many videos and have some
Okay, so that I'll leave you to write about that.
content. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So there is your first sentence. Okay, Ding Ming?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you have to write two sentences explaining why. Okay.
Okay.
And then an example. All right.
Yes.
You have to think of an example, something that maybe you think children might watch that will make them lazy. Does this make sense, Ding Ming?
Yes.
Okay, good. So please continue.
Okay, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome, Ding Ming.
Yeah.
Okay. Chung Hu.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. All right, good. So, Chung Hu, do you know what to do next? You have to do the body paragraph. Can you see the document, Chung Hu?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go right up the top to look at the structure. Okay, so the structure, the first sentence of your body paragraph comes from the sentence in your introduction about why it's good to read books. Then you need two sentences explaining why you think reading books is good, and you need an example. All right, so that is the structure of the next paragraph. Does that make sense? I will give you an example. All right, so can you see what I'm doing, Chung Hu?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so all I've done is take this sentence here. Okay, so this is the first sentence of your first body paragraph. This next paragraph is called the body paragraph. Now you need two sentences, Chung Hu, explaining this. How does reading improve imagination? Okay. How does reading make children creative? Can you think of two reasons, Chung Hu?
Like
How does reading improve imagination?
like they will making a story, like the story with the kind of book that don't have picture on it to make
Good.
the children start to imagine an adventure or story inside that book.
Okay, good. So please write that down in two sentences. Okay, Chung Hu? These are your next two sentences, okay?
All right.
Does that make sense?
I got
And
lucky
then,
again.
yeah, so start writing there. And then you need, for your last sentence, you need to give an example. Maybe a book that you have read, okay? that you know is good for imagination. All right? Okay, Chung Hu, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So please start writing what you just told me, okay, as your explanation. Zha Ming.
Yes.
Okay, how are you, Zha Ming?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, good. Okay. Reading is a short advantage to you. Okay, so okay, you've done it the other way round. All right. So normally, because this is the first sentence here, Jiaming, okay, this would be the first sentence of your next paragraph, okay? But I see you have done it the other way round. So, Jiaming, what you need to do, all right, first of all, I'm looking at this paragraph here. I'm going to take this out just for the moment. And do something like this, Jiaming. Okay, can you please read the sentence I have written, Jiaming?
Books that don't have picture are especially good at allowing children to create picture in their own mind.
Okay, does that make sense to you, Jiaming?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've given an explanation of why books are good for children's imagination.
Yeah.
Okay? And I need one more sentence along the same sort of ideas. Okay? Such as this. Okay, does this sentence make sense? Jiaming?
Yeah.
Can you read it for me, please?
Children can imagine that they are part of the story.
Good. Okay, so you can see you've got your reason here. Okay, which is good, Jiaming. You're reading books helps make children's imagination richer. Okay, how does it do that? Well, books that don't have pictures help children make pictures in their minds. Children can then imagine they are part of the story. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, then you give your example at the end. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so can you do, Jiaming, can you do the same thing with this paragraph, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got the right idea here. Watching YouTube can be a waste of time. All right, why is that? Okay, so two sentences why it is a waste of time and an example.
Okay.
All right, so same structure as this sentence, as this paragraph. Does that make sense, Jiaming?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Tian.
Yes.
You are writing very well, Tian. You've done a lot of writing. That's great. I will look at that more closely next week.
Okay.
But thank you for working so hard, Tian. You're doing very well.
Yes.
Do you have any question for me, Tian?
Yes. I think
Yes.
I use too many word children and child. What can I replace it with?
Okay. How about the word youngsters, Tian? Do you know this word? Youngsters.
Yes.
Okay, that youngsters. Do you want me to write it down for you?
I think I know how to write it.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just write it here underneath your writing, okay? Just to
Okay.
make sure. This word here. Can you see what I've written, Tian?
Yes.
Youngsters or young people, okay, is a good synonym for children, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Okay, everyone, you can stop writing now. It's past. Time to finish the lesson. We will continue with this next week. So what I will do during the week is I will check your writing for you, and next week I will discuss the corrections with you. The main thing to remember from this exercise and why we're doing it is, I'll just share this with you again quickly. All right. You need to remember this structure. Okay. You need to understand the structure and memorize it, because this is the structure that you can use for any essay in Ielts. It changes a little bit depending on the type of essay, but it doesn't change much. But this is the same basic structure that you use for any Ielts essay. Knockling.
Yes.
How many paragraphs are there, Knockling?
There are 4 paragraphs.
Good. There are always 4 paragraphs in your essay. Okay, always 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph is an introduction. Leduk ang.
Yes.
In your introduction, Leduk ang, what is the first sentence always? What is the first sentence?
People think that.
Sorry,
What
Leduk ang?
What do you mean?
What is the name of the first sentence always in your introduction, Leduk ang? It is this. What is this?
Paraphrase this.
Paraphrase the thesis statement. Good. Okay. The first sentence of your introduction in any Ielts essay is always a paraphrase of the thesis statement, and the thesis statement is this. Okay, the first sentence of the question. Okay. So like I say, this is what we are learning, the framework, the structure. So everyone, thank you for coming to the lesson today. Great to see you all. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And as always, any questions, please ask myself or Bakha. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a happy week and see you next week. Gap Lai Sao, everyone. Gap Lai
Thank you,
Sao.
teacher.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.